So we've now animated our two layers. We want to add in now some text and animate that. We're going to select the type tool. We're going to make sure that we've got our character panel active over at the far right hand side of our screen, and pick a font. Now here I have selected Utopia Standard. Here you can access any fonts from within inside your system and those that have been activated from your Creative Cloud account. I'm just going to check how my type is going to behave when I click my insertion point, and I want to make sure that I'm actually on aligned left for this particular exercise. I'm going to check my size. Here I'm set at 185. Again, it doesn't matter if you don't get exactly the right size because you can always change your type. I'm going to click an insertion point and I'm going to just type in some text. I'm going to type in spa days. And then I'm going to think about how we can animate this text in rather than just appearing. You will notice that in my timeline, my text is coded differently in terms of color. It appears as red. Now, of course, we can control when our text appears by trimming. So that just literally creates a cutoff point. But it'd be much nicer if we just actually fade in our type so that it fades in at the very beginning of our composition. The same way that we created that opacity to fade in an image, you can use on text. Now, if you specifically only want to deal with opacity, hit the T key on the keyboard with your spa days text layer selected, and it will just open up the opacity settings. Now I'm going to click the stopwatch to record that current setting, which at the moment is 100%. I actually want this text to be invisible when it starts, so I'm going to bring the opacity down to 0. I'm then going to move the play head as to where I want my text to appear. I'm then going to bring the opacity back up to 100. So once you get used to the concept of these keyframes, the concept of animation can be applied to anything that you can bring in on its own layer. So we can see it now displaying the text.